Okay, we made it to our first stop. Our first stop is Live Oak Brewing Company. Live Oak Brewing Company is just over the highway from Austin Bergstrom Airport. You can see planes flying and landing over top of this place all day. It's got to be like 20 acres of property they got back here. But anyway, it's a German style brewery. Highly recommended to take a break from all of the big 8, 9, 10% double IPAs or triple IPAs and stouts. They got a food truck that serves German style food. Come and check them out. Live Oak Brewing Company, Austin, Texas. Live Oak Brewing Company opened its doors in 1997. When I arrived at Live Oak, I couldn't help but take a stroll through their quaint shaded beer garden. Their property is vast and also has a golf disc course. Live Oak moved to this location, which was built from the ground up as a brewery, in 2015 after 19 years in East Austin. It's a German-style brewery that focuses on lagers. Lager beers are fermented at cooler temperatures than ales, which produces a cleaner, crisper brew, which is exactly what you get at Live Oak. All right, Brew and Feed is here at Sign Brewing Company, just about less than a mile away from the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. It's a cool brewery. They actually IPA heavy, IPA and stout heavy, but they do have a couple of light beers, like they have a blueberry blonde ale, a couple other beers. But the beers are excellent, well balanced, quality ingredients, all of the above. Recommended if you come into Austin. It takes you about 5 minutes from the airport to get here. Come and check them out. Sign Brewing Company was opened in February of 2017 by Marine Corps veteran Mark Felipe. The brewery is in a close to 7,000 square foot warehouse space that is a perfect facility for a startup craft brewery. They have a good selection of brews, and for a brewery that just opened in 2017, the brews are very well brewed and have great clarity. With its backyard patio and large bay doors in the front and the back of the tap room, Sign looks like a great place to hang out on the weekends. Our next stop was Hops and Grains, a popular East Austin hangout. Hops and Grains is a wonderful brewery that gives back to its community. They donate 1% of their revenue to local environmental nonprofits, and they support local growers and producers. Their staff donates their time to local nonprofits, and they're very environmentally conscious. They've implemented sustainable programs to save resources and to recycle. Oh yeah, and it's a cool place to hang out, and the beers are pretty good too. When we ask around about breweries to go hang out in Austin, most of the locals put Hops and Grains in its top 3. While at Hops and Grains Brewery, we asked a couple of locals to recommend a place to grab a brew and a bite to eat, and they told us about Rainey Street. Rainey Street is an old residential neighborhood just southeast of downtown Austin. All of the houses on Rainey Street have been converted to restaurants, bars, or retail stores. We stopped at a food truck area and found a Thai food truck and grabbed a bite to eat. Rainey Street has a few places to grab a craft brew. The first craft beer spot we visited was Craft Pride, a straight-up craft beer bar. Our next stop was Bangers, a brew pub with 104 beers on draft and 30 different house-made sausages. We didn't have enough time to indulge like we wanted to, but we now have Rainey Street bookmarked for our next visit. Okay, I'm here at Uncle Billy's Brew and Q. It's a brewery and a barbecue joint. It is fantastic, especially if you like barbecue, you like craft beer. They do both extremely well. Every time I come to Austin, of all the breweries that they have here, I always come to this one to have a bite to eat and have a beer. So let's go and see what they're working with now. Uncle Billy's has been serving up craft beer in South Austin since 2006 and is one of Austin's oldest and most well-known breweries. The brewery is named after an early Austin settler named William Barton, who settled in the area near the brewery in 1837. They started distributing their beer outside of the tap room in 2014 and started selling distilled spirits and craft cocktails in 2018. Uncle Billy's is not just a brewery. They also have a smokehouse where they serve up smoked brisket, pulled pork, pork ribs, smoked chicken, and more. Uncle Billy's was a great place to conclude our Brew and Feed review of Austin, Texas. Thanks for watching.